Greetings from Cuyahoga Falls. My name is Jehovah. Welcome to War of Rights. It's Saturday, and we're hanging out with the UEC. No time to talk. Getting a late jump. Had some server issues. We're already in the battle. And I don't have a T, but that's just fine by me. We've got a lot of great units here today. 8th Florida moving up here. You see Captain Slaughter in the 56th, along with the 18th North Carolina there. And Alabama German Legion over here as well. This is your Anderson's division. And on the Confederate side today, well, those are the Union units of the UEC. And who do we have here on the fence? This is 1st Louisiana. Looking like skirmishers possibly. We've got our artillery right up front.
Ready to go.
And this is...
Mighty, you go. You do it now. It's all up to you.
TB, I'm not sure. Okay, so 20th then. 20th Georgia, okay. So that's the 20th Georgia's guns. See 20th Georgia here as well, up on what they call the nipple, or the castle. And we also have Confederates over here as well. That's going to be your 52nd New York here. A lot of admins. That red is just so hard to read. Always has been. And then your 2nd Delaware. See Oswald there. I'm sure Stricker's here also. There's Ulti with the flag. I want to say Utley. I said that for so long.
It seems like enemy is...
When I first met Ulti, I said, "How do you say your name? Utley?" He's like, "Yeah, that's good enough." Something like that. All right, well, Jumbo's got the 20th here. And in numbers, way to go, boys. Love to see the big numbers coming into the events. And 20th Georgia, Major Patton here as well. They're holding a major portion of the field here for the Confederates. And you see the Union guns, or the Confederate guns, just unloading on Greens Hill here. And the 56th, Slaughter bringing the 56th and the 18th North Carolina up. Fighting as a single line. Look at this. Double ranks here. Not able to put much on the Georgia. They wanted to put some heat on that artillery. And as you can see, they're going to start to melt back off of that hill there. 1st Virginia looks like they're going to act as skirmishers. And as you can hear, we've got a lot of action going on this side of the battlefield. Florida's coming this way. Alabama German Legion trying to hold their own. The 5th is here. 3rd Alabama. The 5th U.S. But here come the 8th Florida.
Ох, блядь.
And 3rd Alabama moving out as well. So the Union Army able to survive that attack and still moving on the Confederate right. 3rd Alabama. And there are your Confederates. They're on the flank.
Да, будет лучше, если ты когда будешь, ну, мы будем строиться, не будешь отходить, потому что москвит может отдать команду и сам пойти в ногу посмотреть. Налево.
And they're not really putting a lot of fire on these Confederates. They're just kind of talking about it. And okay, so now they're just going to run across. Interesting tactic. And here come the Confederates. And it's going to be your Irish. Oh, but here come the attack from the Union on the backside now. And that's your 8th Florida. 8th Florida swarming in the back, and the coalition trying to fall back here. And you hear the huzzah, although we can't see it. And here come another wave of Union, and the Irish have no chance against this blue wave. 3rd Alabama. And here come more Confederates flooding in. 20th Georgia. It's a melee on the Confederate right. But I don't think there are enough Confederates over here to win the day, although it looks like they're holding their own right now. Oh, wow. 20th Georgia really coming in to save the day here. And the Confederate right is holding. More Union coming in. That's the 8th Alabama, German Legion, Greenberg and the boys. But there's a lot of Georgia here. And you can see they're still in control. Greenberg knows his numbers are down, still wants to take the position.
Das meine ich, hab unsere. Unsere. Nicht interessieren. Passt schon.
Ceasefire. Reload and charge bayonets.
And Alabama's German Legion, you can see, not easy to push off a position. And the Georgia are retreating. So ultimately, the Alabama able to take this spot, but we still have men over here, and that's your 8th Florida.
You with me on the left as a scout. Okay.
So hard for the Confederates when you're getting shot from the flank and charged from the front.
Company, take aim. Left of the church.
100.
They're in.
Fire.
On our left. But they're not pushing yet. They wasted the
All right, Confederates are coming this way.
Let me know.
We can shoot.
And Greenberg using the hill as cover. Very smart here. You see Boss with the flag. And the Confederates looked like they were coming this way. They did form a line. And that's your mixed bag of the 51st New York and the 2nd Delaware.
And now focus fire to the front.
Oswald throwing out commands.
On the fence.
Stricker's here as well, but he's floating, so he may be an admin today.
Enemy flag south of east, straight ahead, on the fence. Focus fire on that. Commence firing.
Company, take aim, left side of the road.
And you can see a lot of Union movement out in front of this Confederate line.
Someone grab our flag behind us.
And at one point of the day, the Union did have this position. Green's men actually pushed all the way across this field and into the West Woods before they were repelled. So this is very historic right here in the mid-morning time, about 10:30 I think it was. Ooh. Gotta love the ragdolls in this game. All right, well, we just heard the Confederates. Sounds like they tied it up here. Both sides are now engaged. 23 minutes left in the match. And the Union having more tickets, they're going to get the initiative faster if they're playing a good battle, and they are so far. We got more Confederates rushing in, and this little Union line that could, Alabama, German Legion, just hanging on by their fingernails and pretty much getting most of the attention from the Confederates at this point. Florida, of course, having their backs, giving them great cover with the long-range rifle.
And we can fire close-up volley.
Yeah, keep the fire up, Danny.
I'll
keep an eye on the left, mate.
Hawk, we can probably push up below the hill and then fire a close-up volley on the left side of the Denver church. Oh no, we cannot.
And here come the charge. 52nd New York. Captain Frank and the boys charging out the Alabama German Legion. See Winters taking out the flagman himself. And they've done it. A determined charge by the New Yorkers. But here come more Union. 14th North Carolina. And the Jeff Davis boys pouring into the area. But 52nd New York is still here. And Schneider guarding that flag by himself. Oh, finally going down. And we got more Union coming in. 3rd Alabama. Trying to approach the point of contention. Now, I don't have a T, so I can't tell where the point of contention is right now as far as the who is owning it and who's not. And we've got Confederates out in the woods threatening the Floridians. So this Union pretty spread out at this point in the match. You can see the Union has drawn all the Confederates to this side of the field, including the gun they've actually brought back behind the church. This is an interesting position. That's the 1st New York heavy artillery, so that's going to be your 52nd New Yorker gun. And we've got another gun here pointed down the church or the road. This is a dangerous, dangerous gun for any Union here, and there are a lot of them in that valley.
Yeah,
And here they come against that gun. And they're Private Cheeks is not going to get it turned in time, and they're going right for the castle. Come on, Cheeks, get that thing turned. Oh, Private Habib coming in. And Cheeks taking it dirty. Here they go. The Union making a strong push now. They're right up at the fence. And the Confederates on their heels. How will they respond? As more blue actually come into the area, you can see the Florida in the background. They're going to make their move up here as well. They've done all their covering fire. Now let's see them on the move.
Those small
Rich out front in the van.
It's just annoying.
We'll go with the 8th Florida.
Stay in the line.
Don't scare me, Spy. Sprint to catch up.
On our left, on our left.
L-shapes.
At the ready.
Ready.
Take aim. Right in front of you.
Formation.
Right in front, each shot.
Above the horizon. Back. Above the horizon.
So the Union putting a lot of pressure on the Confederates
They're charging us left. They're charging us left, Danny. Right.
fairly early, and you hear Hog. They're charging us left. Here they come. A huge swing around by the Confederates. And 2nd U.S. Captain Eddie in the van.
Let's go.
And you heard him. Charge. We'll go with them. The charge of the Confederates up the hill into the Floridians. Desperately trying to take back this corner. And you can see they are charging, and the flagman running for his life. And Florida's position breaking down, but not broken. And you hear the huzzah. Oh, and now they're pushed through. The coalition making their way through the 8th Florida here on this side. Captain Eddie and the boys calling for the fall back here.
Yeah, let's get the chevrons over there.
Before he's shot dead. And he's got more behind him. They might be running into their enemies here and not their friends. Nope. Confederates here under Oswald. So we got the 51st as well as the 18th.
Taking the quarter.
And they have secured the Confederate right, but not the point of contention. And the Union still in charge here as the 1st Virginia move right up into the buzzsaw of the 20th Georgia, and they let them have it. A large volley, and the Virginians painting the ground with their blood.
Put them motherfuckers back on their heels, baby.
You hear the guys are excited? I would be too. Because the Virginia came up with a bunch of mustard and they got pushed back real quick. All right, so the Union's still holding tight to the castle. And that's the 8th Alabama Greenberg, and they're on the move. Here we go, Greenberg moving out to take out this big gun. And he's brought a few friends with him. James Ryan not holding the flag. He's got a bayonet. J.J. Carter running for it. All right, so the Alabama German Legion silencing the Confederate guns at the Dunker Church. That is historically accurate, although the guns were more out there in that area. Out there. All right, the Confederates finally making a strong push in the center, and they've done it. They've cleared out the 1st Virginia. That's your Irish 88th. And they've got a bunch of Confederates here to help them. 20th Georgia's here, 2nd Delaware. And you heard him say, nipple, nipple, go for the castle. And these guys are going to be under extreme duress here in a very short period of time. The whole Confederate Army coming this way. And you better believe they know it. They've got an interesting position here, an interesting spread with the 8th Alabama, and have lost the 8th Florida, so they're going to show up here at an opportune time. Whoa, major blast! Boy, that's got Tim written all over it. Let's see who's manning the gun over here. All right, we got some of the Jeff Davis boys out here. Sergeant Bagrat, great shot, man. Great shot. Looks like they're manning a single gun over here. Alright, so Jeff Davis boys getting a good shot there. And you can just see the amount of blood and carnage on the field. Confederates still trying to push this side. 2nd Delaware just rolling up their sleeves and working it. Just a step, one bloody step after one other bloody step.
We got Union on the left side of the...
Trying their best to push this position. But the Union giving 0 fucks. They're out in the road. 3rd Alabama. Used to be the 2nd Mississippi. Parts of it. And our Russian friends are tenacious fighters, man. Look at them. They don't give a shit. Just out there throwing rounds down range. You can see they're doing a damn good job of it. 2nd Delaware and 18th North Carolina melting away in front of the rifles of the 3rd Alabama. An amazing shot, or amazing push there by the Union to hold those Confederates off. And the Confederate assault has kind of melted away. So, oh, there's Tim. Speaking of, they've come for the Confederate gun. They want to bring it back to Washington. And you can see we've got a Union flag laying in the dirt here. No chance for a green heart on this one. It is not in enemy territory. So the Confederates have decided to take the slow walk approach now. And holding what they got. But that ain't much. Eddie and the boys holding this corner. Oh, a massive volley. And they're going to have to get out of there to preserve whatever men they have left. And I have completely lost the 8th Florida. I don't have any idea where they are. Oh, they must be there. They might have been on the hill here the whole time. And that's it. 1st Virginia here as well.
Fire.
Compass.
So they're helping out the guys up at the castle.
Can you
Trying to give a little covering fire to the Union Army as they approach. And so far, so good. The Union have command here. And the clock is still running, though. They have not captured the point of contention, but the Confederates are taking losses. 13 minutes left to go in the match, and the Union are threatening again. Here come the 3rd Alabama. They got Confederates around the church, and they know it, and they're just going to go for a charge. Here we go. And they're going to find it. It's like Han Solo in the Death Star. Turning the corner, he found a whole regiment full of stormtroopers, and that's what they found here. 3rd Alabama running into the majority of the Confederate Army behind the Dunker Church. But once again, the boys standing strong, trying their best. But just too much heat back here. And they're going to have to get out of here before too long. Oh my god, a massive volley, and they're going to have to split. So again, another push, but the Confederates playing this pretty tight, but still able to hold that position behind the church. And again, I don't have a T, so I can't tell. All right, 1st Virginia coming up. And now it's their turn on the fence. And you hear it, the huzzah, there it is. 12 minutes left in the match, and the Union has just captured the point of contention. So, how long will it take for the Confederates to respond? They're going to have to push these Yankees right off this fence if they're going to have any chance at winning this match. And you can just see the numbers melting away. First Virginia taking their turn in front of the firing squad. Jesus. Yeah, get the fuck out of there. What he said. All right, 3rd Alabama still here as well. And this side of the field is bloody also. Let's see, 18th and 56 just taking murderous fire. Confederates have just backed up to the trees and are just teeing off on these Yankees as they approach. And hey, there's 4th New Jersey. I was looking for them. And the 4th New Jersey moving around. Man, you got the lag today is absolutely ridiculous. But here come the Confederates. The 88th, 69th. This is the Irish. And they're coming in mass. And 4th Jersey just overwhelmed by the numbers of the Irish. And they're still pushing for the castle. Here they come. And the Union ready for it. 5th North Carolina. That's Murphy and Buckets and all the boys holding their own, trying to stem the tide of the 88th. And here they come. There's Buckets. You're gonna have to point that gun to shoot it, son. Oh. Wow, a great charge by the Confederates. They're still coming. 20th Georgia. They want it back.
Guys, right to the left.
And here come the Florida. Nope, Florida's still back there. That's 3rd Alabama. See Truslow here as well. 56, still trying Slaughter. Still standing like a man. You hear the rebel yell. Confederates are breaking now. Union took that point of contention just a minute too soon. If they could have waited till the Confederates were breaking, they could have won the battle. But it's hard not to take that point of contention when they're offering it to you. And Slaughter just under an amazing amount of fire. The 20th Georgia doing everything they can, but here come the Florida, and they know it. You heard them. They're coming. Oh, no, this is the 8th Alabama. Greenberg in the van. Here they come. And the 20th Georgia.
Got some good shots right here, boys.
The 56 has joined them. Oh, a big artillery blast. Georgia doing what they can. The Union just continuing to run into the murder hole. Louisiana firing down on their flank. The Florida trying to provide covering fire. But this is a brutal position for the Union at this point of the battle. And how long can the 8th Alabama stand this kind of brutality? And you see the Confederates trying to come in and charge him out, but they're doing it one at a time. That's not going to work against a veteran unit like this. And you can see we've got a mixed bag here along with the 3rd Alabama. And a couple Louisianians coming in trying to stir up these Yankees. There's one flagman down. A lot of them don't even see him here. And Glabano's going to do it himself. Oh, no, he's dead. So the Confederates have the castle and the church and the corner, and it looks like the Confederates have done it. They're going to push these Union off. 10:30 left in the match. And right now it's anybody's game, but the Union knows if they can capture that point of contention now, they can win the match. They're ahead on tickets. It's a nice time to charge them out if you can get the whole army together. And it looks like the Floridians have been doing target practice all day, been standing up here, giving cover to all of the movements of any of their compadres. So really doing the selfless work, you should say. Oh my God, major volley. 20th Georgia laying out the 8th Alabama, and they're going to have to leave that position. Wow. Talk about a new paint job. Great shot there by the 20th.
Aim at their chest level. You'll be able to get good shots. I don't know what kind of number they are. I'm going to watch the right flank. Check. Check. To the east.
On top of the hill.
Run for their cocks.
Reload.
So the Georgia in a great position here, and they're going to be hard to deal with. They're a large company, and the Union's going to have to come in with a pretty large force if they hope to push the Georgia off of that castle. But it looks like the Union have a little bit of a lazy approach here, not really seeing a whole lot of need to get excited, although they are. Oh, it's back to taking losses. Oh, okay, so whenever they took back that point of contention, I didn't pay attention to the point of contention, that it went back to taking losses, so the Union no longer in a great spot. They're going to have to force the Confederates into breaking, and once they can do that, then they can get back into a situation where they can take that point to win the game. And as you can see, the Confederates over here, 2nd U.S., Captain Eddie. Got his boys on a fence. They can do damage to the enemy. They can see him, and you can see there's a lot of laid down Yankees.
They had such a good thing going, and somehow they lost their momentum.
See old Sluggy there.
Eddie.
Looks like a big push on the right, eh?
So pretty quiet on this side of the field. We'll go back to the other. And the Union kind of just holding their spot here. Shooting and getting shot at. We got a lot of Confederates trying to push that corner here. They want to find that flank. They're sniffing it pretty hard. 5th U.S., the coalition coming together. There's Captain Johnson.
I'm gonna go right, see if I can wipe out those positions and draw someone back. Right, 5th U.S. right face, real quick.
Yes, right.
Charge bayonets, 5th. Charge bayonets.
All right, Cavs on the move. Let's go with them. Johnson's got a plan.
All right, boys, we're down officer here.
He wants to get these damn guns.
All right, friends in line, on the move. March. Friends in line, let's go sprint.
Run in the line.
And Johnson leading from the front. Here we go. Bagrat didn't even see him.
I'm so sorry.
Oh. Apologize before he killed him.
They didn't see that coming.
And the guns are silenced. But we do have more Confederates coming this way as well. All right, so Johnson successful in his push against the Union guns here. And now he's bringing his boys back. He's definitely in behind the Union here. He can definitely put some heat on them if they can shoot from this distance. Long way away. And we got more action coming for the center here. Eighth Florida and the boys trying to make this right side work.
Aim unit in the open with the Confederate flag in the southwest. Aim at their stomachs.
And you see the skirmishers using the fence as protection, but not much protection against the 8th Florida. Oh, they're out in front of it. Got them spread out. That's your 20th. All right, so this is 20th SR. You guys are going to have to help me out with what that means.
See all these bullets going over my head, bro, and it's scary as fuck.
Shitty shots.
Hey, say we move back to the fence line a little bit. That group got taken care of because all the other groups moved back. Oh, no, never mind. No man, they're behind us.
And you can see even more movement to the Confederate left. These skirmishers are going to get overwhelmed here pretty quickly.
All right, boys, pick it up. We're going south. Double click on me. Going south. Come on.
All right, and he knew he was getting flanked here pretty hard, so it's time to leave. This is the Alabama German Legion, the stormtroopers of the UEC, and they're up front once again. But we've got a lot of Confederates massed in this area now, so we're going to have the 8th Florida come up to help and put the full force of Anderson's division on these Confederates if they're going to have any kind of chance. And you can see they're doing the same. They're thinking the same thing as I am. Here they come. These guys work together very well. We'll see how they do here. Oh, massive artillery blast. Only got a couple of them.
Take aim on the hill to our left.
These Confederates doing just an amazing job of defending this position. And they've turned this way. 20th Georgia in the road. Jumbo doing his best. Keep his men in position. And more Union pouring into the Confederate left. Won't be long. Jumbo and the boys going to be outgunned, and they know it. They're going to have to get out of here. And the Union pushing into the woods, and we've got them over there already. Here they are. You hear Hogs here, 56 is here, 18th North Carolina is here. 5th North Carolina as well. And the IVB. Got some 8th Florida in here, 52nd. It's confusion. And the woods just painted red with the blood of the Union soldiers. And 52nd, here's Frank and the boys trying to hold this position, not knowing what kind of monster is going to pop out of those woods at any moment. Union's definitely coming this way. Starting with Slaughter in the 56th, along with the 18th North Carolina. And you just see the confusion of the mess of woods here. And here they come. You hear the huzzah. They've swung around. They're charging into the Confederate position. 8th Florida's already there. And the Union pushing directly into the point of contention. Clock is still ticking. 1:40 left in the match. Who's going to win? Union pouring all the right numbers of men at the point of contention at just the right time. Confederates going to have a hard time pushing them out for this position now.
Buckle up, gentlemen. Nice shots.
You heard Fritsch, buckle up. It's going to be a wave. But they don't have much time. 1 minute, 20 seconds left. Can the Confederates break this Union steamroller that's heading their way? More Union pouring into the church area. And now both sides breaking. 1 minute left in the match. And no Confederate charge. This is surprising. Where are the Confederates? 45 seconds left. And the Union, oh, they were up behind them. Here they come. The 5th finally making their way back in. And Hogg and the Florida trying to stop them. I think it's a too little, too late situation for the 5th U.S. as the Cav did everything they could to stem the tide of the Union wave, but just too little, too late with less than 20 seconds left in this match. Here come the Confederates. And we'll watch the carnage. And that's it. Oh, it's a Confederate victory. Wow. I thought for sure that was Union, but again, I can't see the point of contention, so I have no idea. Congratulations to the Confederates. Doing a great job holding the church. They won the battle, so proof's in the pudding. All right. So we'll watch the history, and we'll go on to the next battle.
The Dunkers were but one subset of the many Protestant offshoots which resulted from the Reformation, named after their full dunking of a person during a baptism. Many of the adherents had fled to the United States in the decade following their founding in 1708, and in 1851 the Muma family had donated a portion of their land for the church to be built upon. Its whitewashed walls would serve as an easy landmark for commanders to guide to as the tide of blue finally marched past it and into the woods beyond. A gargantuan amount of casualties would be gathered here as the church was used as an aid station.
All right, well, if you liked that one, hit that like button, consider subscribing. Thank you all for stopping by. Until next time, my name's Jehovah, and I'll catch you later. Goodbye.